Hello, and here I am again getting this bathroom knocked out. Today I'm working with the Traffic Master Peel and Stick Vinyl Flooring. I used the color Walnut Ember Gray, and each box has 36 square feet and has about 24 planks that are 6 by 36 each. I believe there are about 6 to 8 patterns per box, and I used roughly 3 boxes. Well, I purchased 3 boxes. I only used 2. I ended up going into the extra. I'm going to talk about here where I'm actually laying out the planks to see if I wanted to go with a horizontal or vertical pattern against the length of the bathroom. So I pulled out a few planks to lay it out. They went down very easily. As you can see here, I was getting started. I simply cut the planks using scissors and a utility knife. It took me about 3 hours per bathroom. Right here you just see me finishing up the first. I haven't done the molding or the caulking, but I'm going to show you a little bit more when I move over to the next bathroom, which I'm getting ready to do. But again, you see here I'm in love. Only paid just under $35 a box, and I only used 1 box per bathroom, so $35 for each bathroom. And actually it wasn't 1 box per bathroom. I used less than a box for this bathroom here, which was about 7 by 5, not including the sink. And the remainder of this box and 1 full box was used in the next bathroom, which you will actually see me do a little more detail. So here we are. You see the before where I'm getting started. Here you see where I'm actually able to just use a standard pair of scissors to cut it out. I did not use an actual tool, or I'm sure there's a method out there to do this a little bit more precisely, but I just did it using my own method, eyeballing, cutting, and measuring as I went along. This process is what took the majority of the time, cutting around the molding and the toilets and fitting pieces once you get to that last row that you may have to fit, either in my case was near the tub in this particular bathroom, but both bathrooms took me roughly right around 3 hours. And again, the middle, laying the planks, went very quickly. It was, again, majority of the time spent doing the cutting. So here you see how I'm doing that, and then when you're looking at the video, you'll see the close-ups where around all the molding, everything, I was able to actually get pretty precise just with scissors. So as I'm going, I'm showing here, I worked from end to end. I switched and went opposites. So I go to an end and I staggered the planks also. So I start off either with a new plank or a plank cut, run the length of the floor, get to the other end, and then when I start my next row, I would typically use the remainder of the plank that I had cut from the previous start of the row, if that makes sense. So here you just see me going, initially putting down either the cut plank or a full plank, and then I'm just finishing up the row. And these do, again, go down super easy. The glue is pretty sticky, so once you get it down, you want to have it in place. You want to make sure the planks are tight. You want to make sure the ends are as close as possible, and maybe even work from a corner and work your way down slowly to make sure the planks are touching as close as possible. I didn't use any rollers, any adhesives. I just put the planks down. Again, I'm going right over a tile floor, and seems to be working just fine for me. I did purchase these through Home Depot. When you review, I read reviews on that site, and some people use rollers, they use adhesives, primers, things of that nature. I did not. So again, you see me, I'm just continuing with the row, and I'm just placing them as close as possible using my hands, and then doing a method of just walking over and pressing down with my body weight to put them in place. Like my nice little shuffle there now. Okay, so I'm going to show you. So now I'm moving down to the other end because I'm going to finish up on that end there. I'm going to, again, eyeball, make my cut. And I'm not using any tools. Again, guys, I'm a DIYer. I just look up something, figure out, you know, a product that I'm interested in, and I just go for it. And that's what I'm doing. So as you can see here, I'm using just a piece of wood as a straight edge, as a guide, cutting, placing down that piece, and I do put the cut ends up against the wall. And again, very important to make sure your ends are with the vinyl product going from end to end to avoid what I'm going to show you in a moment. So here's everything laid out. Again, I'm in love. Like I said, $35. This bathroom is 10 by 5. Again, not including the vanity. Okay, so now you see the first bath that I completed. And if you've been following me, you'll see all the steps I've taken on the other projects in the bathrooms as well. So from the mirror, I didn't post that, framing out the mirror or anything like that. Just so far I've posted the countertops and the shower. That was only done in the other. Haven't done the kids yet. So everything is completed except for their shower, which I'm still on the fence if I'm gonna do theirs with the refinishing or not. I did install that toilet as well. All right, so again, this is the before. And here are the floors again. There's a close-up. I don't know if you can see this very small gap. I'm going to show it again in a moment. Well, not that one in particular, but a different one. But again, as you can see, these floors are great. They're very durable. And it, again, it's vinyl. I'm trying to think. I feel like I stuck it with one of the tools. Nothing happened. It's waterproof. I'm really liking this product a lot. And again, for the price, you cannot beat it. If something were to happen, I'd immediately go out and get another box and replace what I need to. Now you see here where I finally put up the molding, so everything is looking great. And you can even see, let me see if I get close enough, where right there, even around the molding, you see just cutting with scissors how precise that was. So again, you just have to do some eyeballing and use your decision whether you want to use some additional tools or if you just want to go freehand with scissors as I did. That would definitely be a choice up to you. And again, these floors are wonderful. So this here was roughly 2 to 3 days after they had been laid. I didn't add the molding or the caulking until later. I was just kind of tired and over it. After I had been on the floor, my back was over it. So a couple days later, we moved into the molding. So now here, I do want you to see what I mean about making sure your planks are flush to the wall. You see the small gap between the bottom of the screen and the rug? That was one of the issues where I may have left a small gap near the wall. So after walking on it, it doesn't flop around, but I mean, with, I guess, the weight of walking, it can shift slightly, and that's what that's caused by. I had another piece do that. I was able to actually pull it up. I would suggest, with the flooring being as close as it is, you probably would have to use like a metal putty knife or something to lift the piece and then simply place it back down. I did that near the toilet. You can't see any problems with me doing that, and it's back in place as it should be. So just to review, you want to make sure you're picking out planks, making sure you have different patterns laid out. Also make sure everything is flush from wall to wall, cabinet to toilet, any areas that you need to cover. Again, I think this is going to be very durable, easy to replace if necessary. And I want to thank you so much for watching my video. Hopefully I'll keep making some videos that'll help you out with the DIY project. And again, I love these floors for, like I say, $35 a box. Have a great one.